I love. Work was a pain in the butt, safe to say. Yeah, it was pretty boring. I did have one no, actually, I had, like, how many customers did I have? I had, like, one customer, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. She asked me if I was okay, like, first thing in the morning after we open up. I almost said she texted me. No. But she called me. What is going on in my head? So she comes into my side of the store, because you remember how our stores are connected, right? And so since it's a Monday, the main person who's normally on that side of the store is out. And so I normally have to watch the outlet side for him. But he's like, Mondays are his off days. So he's never there on Monday. So I watch on Mondays instead for him at the outlet. That probably made like 0 sense, but whatever. You get what I mean. And so when I just opened up, maybe like 10-20 minutes afterwards, someone walks in from the other side of the store. I can hear her walking over, and she asks my coworker, she's like, hey, where's the outlet? And so my coworker obviously leads her to me, yada yada yada. She walks over, and so I greet her. I'm like, hello, welcome to the outlet. Is there something specific you're looking for? So you know how, like, nurses are, like, some people, you just know how people are. People are either super short, super big, or, like, in between. So this lady's a little bit closer to my height. I'm like 5'2". She's probably like 5'3", 5'4", maybe at most. And so obviously she's coming in, and she's like, I need petites. And I'm like, well, what size would you need? Because petites are a very rare commodity over here in the outlet. Not like how it is in the main store, because you've seen how big those stores are, babe. Ugh. And so she's like, well, I need 2X petites. I'm like, I'm sorry, ma'am, but I don't even think any of our brands or any of the brands that we have on this side carry a 2X petite, unless we'd have to order it, and we can only order like one brand on this side. But whatever, man. And so she's like, well, can you help me find some? I'm like, ma'am, I do not have, like, those sizes, especially in petites. Like, most of the people complain all the time at our store. They're like, oh, I went through the outlet, and, like, we can never find any, like, matching tops, or matching sizes, or anything. Like, there's so many people who are struggling to find their sizes in those stores, or, like, struggling to find matching pairs and sizes. Like, some people are like, oh, I have this top, but I don't have this bottom. Or I have this bottom, and I don't have this top. So some people just give up and start going into the main store. But she's walking around. At this point, I'm taking one of our little, like, racks and walking around the store. And I'm fixing the store as I go, completely forgetting she asked me to help her. So that's on me. I understand that. But she's looking around everywhere, finally settles on a single set of, like, matching top and pant, miraculously. But the pants aren't petite, and she goes and tries it, and she brings them back. They're all, like, she has, like, a set and then a pair of, like, pants that are petites, that are men's, that are, like, shorts. And so she finds those, and she brings them up to the counter. The set that she tried on is completely inside out. So I am going and, fixing the clothes so I can get the tags. And so after I do that, and I fold it, and she's like, how much is that? I'm like, okay. Before I even scan them, I'm, like, trying to unravel them and get them back to their regular form. She puts the hangers onto the table, or the counter, or whatever, leaves the rolled up mess on the counter, and then has, like, the other pair of pants under her, or, well, like, closer to her than it is to me. And so I'm unrolling everything, fixing it, scanning it in, blah, 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 and I tell her the price, and she's like, okay. And so I'm waiting to see if she's going to say anything. She doesn't say anything. I'm like, all right, have you shopped with us before? She's like, no, I haven't. Or she's like, yeah, I have. And I was like, okay. I asked for information, put her in the system, blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, are you okay? As I'm putting her, like, this is after I've put her stuff that she's getting in the bag, and I asked her if she wanted the other pant. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Just a little bit tired. She's like, oh, okay. And she's giving me, like, judgmental looks the entire time. So I grab the pants that she's not getting. I grab the hangers, put them up. I turn around, and I turn back around to face the computer and finish checking her out. And she gives me, like, this look and then walks away. I'm like, I hate retail so much. You're so lucky you don't have a retail job. It's horrible. But, sorry, babe. That's, like, the only thing I have that a customer has, like, complained today. That's pretty much it. Okay, what did you do today? I feel like I was droning on forever. Well, you gonna tell me? Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Well, when I got home, I played Just Dance. I know, I'm so unoriginal. Just Dance is fun, though. I don't care what you say. I love Just Dance. Just Dance is a vibe, as the kids say. My friend texted me earlier, and I was so confused by what the frick she was texting me. Like, she sent me a random TikTok about, like, how her homegirl is, like, lit now or so. I don't remember. It's, like, that's exactly what it says. It's, like, my homegirl's lit enough to be a bop. I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm too old to understand what you're saying. What? And she explains it to me. She's like, yeah, basically, it's another version. A bop is now another version of a hoe phase. When literally, like, a year or two ago, a bop was, like, something that's, like, really cool. Or, like, really, I'm like, wow, I see how my mom feels now. Like, like, looking at it, yeah. Oh my gosh, okay. Ugh. I'm hungry. I kind of blame myself on that because I danced away all the calories or everything I ate. But I'm doing so good. Look at me. I'm losing weight, baby. Aren't you proud of me? I'm proud of myself. Hee hee. We need to start packing up soon for our new place. I think we're gonna have sorry, I'm just, like, starting to get tired. I smacked my head on the fucking headboard earlier. I did. I know, it hurts. But yeah, I freaking smacked my head right here. I'm like, how? How did I smack it? With all our pillows and stuff that we have in this big bed, I'm, like, wondering how I smacked it on this tiny little headboard that's, like, not even in the way. I'm, like, so confused. But anyways, we gotta figure out, like, the whole what we gotta do to back up everything. But we can always make it a tomorrow problem. I do have that interview, though, on Thursday. And then I have D&D later that night. I'm so excited. One of these days, I will teach you how to play D&D. You can sit in on a session with me on Thursday. I feel like that would be so fun. Whatever, I don't care. D&D's super fun. I don't care what you say. I can totally teach you the basics. Oh my goodness, I'm yawning. Why is this? I hate This is why I'm so excited to move, because once we move, we're not going to hear these helicopters as often. Because, you know, like, the base is literally just, like, down that way. But, so, anyways, but I will definitely teach you the basics, just like how you taught me the basics for, like, your little shooter games. Listen, I love you. They are not for me. I suck at shooter games. You know this. I do. I don't care what you say. I completely suck at these games. Like, remember when we played, what was it? COD, what was it? It was like Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Right? Is that the one with the zombie mode? I don't remember. I remember playing zombies in something, and it was horrendous. I kept dying to all of your friends, and you didn't even help me. I don't care if you're on the opposing team. You're supposed to help me. I'm your fiance, and you didn't help me. I'm being dramatic now. But still, babe, it's not fair. Okay, you're better at these games than I am. I would just prefer to be in my little hidey hole, playing Just Dance, reading my books, crocheting my life away. Sorry, I'm yawning. Oh, goodness. Crocheting my life away. And not just that. What else do I do? I read, crochet my life away, play Just Dance. What else do I do? I bake sometimes, but most of the time I'm like sitting at my window. Vibing? Is that the word now? Is that in or out? I don't even know anymore. Like, Loki got me confused. I don't know what's hip or pop with these kids nowadays. I'm gonna have to go on TikTok and just be like, what is the newest form of slang, I guess? I feel so out of date. Like, my sister is literally a Gen Z. We're Gen Zs, right? And I'm like, bro, my sister understands this more than I do. I'm so confused right now. And my sisters had explained things to me. I'm like, is this how being a millennial feels? Like, I'm not even old. Technically speaking, I'm not even old. I'm just, like, confused. Like, I feel like most of the younger... Sorry, I'm trying to adjust myself. I feel like most of the younger Gen Zs and, like, the Gen Alphas, the newest one, I think it was, they're all, like, all over the place. I'm like, what the heck does this mean? What does this mean? I'm, like, so confused. I don't understand it half the time. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't even understand. Like, my friend who is, she's like 3 years younger than me, and she's like, she understands the Gen Z slang, or the Gen Alpha slang now, I guess. Like, she understands it more than I do. I'm just sitting here confused as an ever-living fuck. I'm just like, I don't understand anything you're saying to me. Do you understand it? I don't understand it. I'm totally gonna go to you and be like, babe, translate this. Did you see that one teacher guy who's on, what's it called, TikTok? He's, like, on TikTok. He's, like, I think his name's, like, Mr. J or whatever. I'm trying to remember. I think his name is Mr. J. But, yeah, he's literally, he makes TikToks, and he's like, yeah, let's just go through things that my kids have said to me today. He's a teacher. I love him so much. He'll just randomly pop up on my page, or my feed, or whatever, and he'll just exist. Like, his students have gotten him dancing and stuff like that. I want to make you do TikTok dances. You know what we should bring back? The boyfriend-girlfriend tag. I think... personally, that would be interesting for us. I hate it. Never mind, I don't want to do that. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing my voice, and then I've just gotta clear my throat, and then it's all better. But I am so ready for this wedding in December. Everyone's like, why are you growing out your hair? Why are you growing out your hair? Like, I'm like, because I have a wedding in December, and since I'm one of, like, the main chicks in it, like, all the other girls have to put, like, jewelry in their hair or whatever, and since my hair is short, it doesn't stick. It will not stay, and everyone's like, well, why don't you just put extensions? I'm like, extensions don't feel good in my hair. They feel really awkward, and I think they'll look really awkward, especially because my hair is naturally curly and wavy, especially once it gets longer. It starts becoming less curly, more wavy, and I don't have the time to be able to, like, curl my hair and everything. Like, I don't even want to straighten my hair 90% of the time. Like, there's, like, little moments of, like, the 10% where I'm like, oh, I want to straighten my hair. I won't. I want to, but I won't. And so I'm holding off on getting any more tattoos, especially my arms. And I'm holding off on getting my hair cut and dyed like how I want it to be until after the wedding. Just because those aren't the rules, but, like, they're rules I set for myself. Because I want to be more respected in a sense, especially because, you know, I'm the groom's daughter, so, like, you know, but, like, some of my friends are like, why are you, like, doing that? Like, you don't have to. I'm like, I know I don't have to. I want to, though. And I feel like it's just being respectful towards the groom and the bride, you know? Okay. I think I've distressed enough to finally actually want to go to sleep. I really think I have. See, this is why I love talking to you, baby. You're just so amazing. Yeah. I donated blood yesterday and my arm hurts. Like, you know how I have to open bags sometimes? Because, you know, like, those bags, those bags at work are entirely impossible to open. So I have to, like, rub my arm like that. And that's just to get them to unstick from each other. Since they're, like, so compressed in a box, they squish against each other. So obviously it's a lot harder for, like, us to open the bags. So I'm literally rubbing it against my arm. I kept hitting it right here where I got, like, the needle into my arm. Into my arm. Yeah. My coworkers think I have ADHD. I wouldn't put it past myself. Especially because you know how that crap runs. It's, like, all over the place on both sides of my family. But not only that, my coworkers say I'm dyslexic. So, also would not be surprised considering I mix up a lot of numbers and sometimes, hold on, stop that. I mix up letters and sometimes numbers, so wouldn't be surprised. Okay. Oh my goodness, I keep yawning. I blame you. Yeah, I blame you. I 1000% blame you for the causing of my yawns and my lack of, like, proper speech formality. Have you seen this one it's this one TikToker I've managed to stumble upon, and I can't remember his name. I think it's like Cam2R or whatever. And so he plays the letter game. I don't know if you know that. The English, I don't know if you know what that is, but, like, it's a TikTok filter. And it's basically just letters. And so what he does is the letter game is you say the first word that pops into your head that corresponds to that letter. No thinking, just saying. And so half the time it's literally just him screaming. Like for A, he literally goes, ah! For E, he just screams the word egg. Yeah, egg. Sounds like some shit we would do in high school. Yeah, and it's not just that. I'm trying to think of other words. Okay. I know I've said, like, I'm tired now. Okay, baby. Come on. Let's go get ready for bed. And I love you. I really do love you, okay? I promise. I'm not just saying it. You know I never just say that. Okay, let's go get ready for bed. And go to bed because we both have to go work tomorrow. I love you. Te amo con mi... Oh my gosh, hold on, wait. My brain's fried. Don't make fun of me, okay? Listen, I grew up speaking both languages. Leave me alone. Te amo con todo mi corazón. Sí. Todo mi corazón. Good night, my love.